Let us get the biggest one out of the way first, because if you live anywhere north of Columbus, this might be the only thing that matters. The 2026 Honda Accord is front-wheel drive only. Every single trim, every single powertrain. Gas or hybrid, it does not matter. There is no all-wheel drive option anywhere in the lineup, and Honda has not announced any plans to change that for this generation. Compare that directly to the Toyota Camry from our Week 1 video. Toyota offers AWD on every hybrid Camry trim. A $1,400 add-on and an absolute no-brainer in the snow belt. The Nissan Altima offers AWD. Even the Subaru Legacy comes standard with AWD on every trim at every price point. Honda's defense is that the Accord's front-wheel drive, combined with a quality set of winter tires, handles 90% of what a Michigan winter throws at you. And technically, they are right. Michelin X-Ice or Bridgestone Blizzak winter tires will get you through most storms without drama. But here's the reality check. You are spending between $35,000 and $40,000 on a car. You should not have to spend another $1,000 to $1,200 on a second set of tires and steel rims just to make your car safe in February. That is a hidden ownership cost. Honda is quietly passing directly to you. For Detroit Metro commuters who never leave a plowed expressway, this is manageable. For anyone in West Michigan, the UP, or anywhere with consistent lake-effect snow, the lack of AWD is a genuine liability and the single biggest reason Michigan buyers end up at a Toyota dealership instead of a Honda one every year. 2. The passenger seat is a real problem. Number 2 is the complaint you will not find in any professional car review, but it shows up in owner feedback over and over again. The front passenger seat in the 2026 Honda Accord sits noticeably lower than the driver's seat, and it has absolutely no height adjustment. This is not a minor ergonomic quibble. Multiple owner reviews on both Edmunds and Kelley Blue Book, from buyers who gave the car 4 and 5 stars overall, specifically call this out as a daily frustration. One owner described their passengers' knees sitting higher than their hips while seated. For shorter passengers, elderly riders, or anyone with hip or knee issues, getting in and out comfortably is a genuine challenge. The driver's seat, by contrast, is fully power adjustable on the EXL and above. You can dial in the perfect position in seconds, but your passenger is stuck with whatever Honda decided during the design phase. And a lot of owners feel Honda got that wrong. For a car that tops out at over $40,000 in touring trim, this feels like a cost-cutting shortcut that should have been fixed in the 2026 update. It was not. If you primarily drive solo, this will never bother you. But if you regularly carry a spouse, a parent, or any frequent passenger, put them in that seat during your test drive and ask them honestly how it feels before you sign anything. 3. Sport trims punish you for their own good looks. Point number 3 is a trap that catches a lot of buyers, especially those drawn to the sportier Sport and Sportal hybrid trims. For 2026, Honda made this trap even more tempting by adding aggressive black exterior accents to both sport trims, black window trim, black deck lid badging, black door mirrors, gloss black B-pillar trim. It looks genuinely sharp. But those 19-inch wheels carry a real and daily penalty you will feel every time you hit a rough patch of road. Consumer Reports specifically flagged in their road testing that the EXL Hybrid's smaller 17-inch wheels provide a measurably smoother ride than the Sport Hybrid's 19-inch setup. Simple physics. A larger wheel means a shorter tire sidewall, which means less rubber cushioning between you and the road. Every expansion joint, every pothole seam, every crumbling back road gets transmitted more directly into the cabin. On a freshly paved surface, the Sport trims feel planted and composed. But Michigan roads are not freshly paved. Michigan roads are a patchwork of freeze-thaw cracks, pothole repairs, and rough concrete seams. On that kind of surface, which is most of the surface you will actually drive on, the Sport Hybrid's ride is noticeably busier and harsher than the EXL. Over a 2-hour highway stretch, that fatigue adds up. Our recommendation stands. If you want the best daily driving experience in the 2026 Accord lineup, the EXL Hybrid with 17-inch wheels is the right call. Do not let the blacked-out styling make the decision for you. 4. Google built-in is locked behind the most expensive trim. Number 4 is a frustration that even Edmunds called out directly, and it is worth your attention before you finalize a trim decision. Google built-in, native Google Maps, Google Assistant, and the Google Play Store running directly inside the car without your phone. is available on exactly one trim in the entire 2026 Accord lineup, the Touring Hybrid, starting at $39,300. Every other hybrid trim uses wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which work well. But there is a meaningful difference. With CarPlay and Android Auto, your phone is doing the heavy lifting. The car's screen is essentially just a mirror. With Google built in, the car itself runs the navigation, real-time traffic, rerouting, and app downloads, all processed natively without draining your phone battery or depending on your cellular connection. For a feature this useful, locking it exclusively to the top trim feels like unnecessary gatekeeping, and Edmund said exactly that. The Touring is a genuinely excellent car, but jumping from the Sport L at $35,375 to the Touring at $39,300 is a $3,925 gap, just to get the best version of the infotainment system. If Google built-in matters to you, and for a daily driver it should, your only option is the Touring. Budget accordingly, or make peace with wireless CarPlay on every other trim. 5. No spare tire and an open recall to know about. And finally, number 5. 2 things Honda quietly hopes you do not ask about until after the paperwork is signed. First, the 2026 Accord Hybrid still does not include a spare tire. Not a full-size spare, not a compact donut, nothing. Honda gives you an air compressor and a fix-a-flat kit. If you blow a tire on I-94 in January after hitting an invisible pothole, that kit will not help you. You will be waiting for a tow truck in the cold. Buy a compact spare and mount kit the day you take delivery. Budget $150 to $200. At these price points, Honda should be including this. They are not, and that is a legitimate complaint. Second, there is an active recall affecting 2023 through 2025 Accord hybrid vehicles, with early 2026 production units potentially affected as well. A software error in the integrated control module can cause a sudden loss of drive power while moving. Honda began mailing notification letters in January 2026, and the fix is a free software reprogram at any Honda dealership. If you are purchasing a 2026 Accord hybrid right now, ask your dealer directly. Has this specific vehicle already received the update? Get the answer in writing before you drive off the lot. So here's the final picture. The 2026 Honda Accord is still one of the best midsize sedans you can buy. The fuel economy, safety scores, trunk space, and upgraded base tech are all genuinely impressive. But it's not without its flaws. No AWD for Michigan winners, a passenger seat that frustrates owners, sport trims that punish your spine for their good looks, Google built-in locked behind the most expensive trim, and a missing spare tire with no good excuse. Hit subscribe to Vetting Vehicles. Next week, we are into the 2026 Honda CR-V, and if you watched our RAV4 review, you know this rivalry is one of the best in the business. Drop your questions in the comments, and I will see you Monday.